Well, let's get more on this now and bring in Mark Kimmitt, former Assistant Secretary of State for Political Military Affairs. He joins us live from Washington. First of all, thank you very much, Mark, for your time. We're seeing a major shift in position here, aren't we, from the Biden administration? Joe Biden had previously pledged unconditional support for Israel. What's going on?
Well, I think two things. Number one, the scale of the war, the number of deaths, the number of casualties, and how it is being presented in the United States, manifested by the student demonstrations around the country, demonstrates to Joe Biden that he is losing public support for his policies with regards to support of Israel. And number two, he has an election coming up. And it's important to note that in that election, there are really only about 4 states that will make the difference in whether he is reelected or not. And one of them is Michigan, that has a significant Arab American population there. So I think he is looking at the public relations fiasco he has on his hands right now and how that could, in fact, roll into the elections come November.
And Mark, how much weaponry does the US actually supply Israel with? How significant is this cessation or potential cessation of the weaponry should this ground offensive actually go ahead?
Frankly, I think it's more symbolic than it will have an effect on the ground. The Israelis certainly have large stockpiles of their own. But this is the first time that we've held back weapons from Israel in my memory, and I've been watching this for quite some time. So this is actually being seen as a diplomatic cudgel to use against Netanyahu, but I don't think it will change the behavior that he has demonstrated, nor the war aspirations that he has been consistent in trying to achieve.
No, apparently not, from what he's been saying today. Now, is there a danger here that this move by the US will prove an irreparable fracture when it comes to the military alliance between the US and Israel?
Oh, not at all. This is seen more as an indictment by the United States, an indictment of Benjamin Netanyahu, and not the long-standing relationship between the United States and Israel, and in particular, the long-standing military relationship between the two countries. That won't be affected now or candidly for quite some time, if ever.
Mark, we really appreciate your time this evening. Mark Kimmitt speaking to us live there from Washington, D.C.